You're watching Rurouni K95's anime review on Steamboy. Hi Ruronis, this is your pal Rurouni K95 here. Today's anime review, we got another anime movie directed by legendary Katsuhiro Otomo, who is known for the anime movie Akira. For today's anime review is Steamboy. Steamboy, also known in Japanese as Suichi Boy, is a 2004 Japanese anime steampunk action movie produced by Sunrise, and it was directed and co-written by legendary Katsuhiro Otomo, who is known for his secondary major anime release following Akira. The film was released in Japan on July 17th, 2004. Steamboy is one of the most expensive Japanese animated movies or anime are made to date. Additionally, the film was in production for 10 years and utilized more than 180,000 drawings and 440 CG cuts in this one. Yeah, the production company was done by Bandai Visual and Sunrise. The music was done by Steve Jablonsky on there. So let's start with a review on, and also this has in the budget was like 2.4 billion yen as it was to $26 million US dollars for when it comes to the expensive anime movies such as Steamboy. Okay, let's start with the review. In 1863, where an alternate 19th century Europe has made tremendous strides in steam-powered technology, scientist Lloyd Steam and his son Edward have succeeded in discovering a pure mineral water in Iceland, which believed can be harnessed as a nearly unlimited power source for steam engines. An experiment in Russian Alaska goes terribly wrong, with Edward being engulfed in freezing gases, but results in the creation of a spherical device. 3 years later, back in England, Edward's son Ray Steam is an avid young inventor who works at a textile mill in Manchester as a maintenance boy who often working on a personal steam-powered engine which powered the monowheel at home, while he usually lives alone with his mother. His friend Emma and her brother Thomas have recently been sent over to stay until their mother returns from a business trip. Ray's life is suddenly disrupted by the arrival of a package from his grandfather, Lloyd, the spherical device, along with its schematics, and later instructing him to guard it. Then Alfred and Jason, two members of the company called the O'Hara Foundation, arrive an attempt to steal the spear, but Lloyd appears, stating that the device killed Ray's father, and bids Ray to flee from the men and deliver the device to Robert Stevenson. Ray pursued O'Hara agents in a large steam locomotive, eventually thwarting it on a railway line by putting it in the way of an incoming train by coincidence. Ray encounters Stevenson on the train, who was on his way to Manchester to meet with the elder Dr. Steam. However, as the train approaches the station, an O'Hara Zeppelin attacks the train and kidnaps Ray, taking the device with them. The Zeppelin takes Ray to London, where preparations are being made for the 1866 Great Exhibition. Ray encounters Scarlett O'Hara, the spoiled granddaughter of the Foundation's head chairman, and Edward, who is revealed to be alive but severely scarred and mechanized from his injuries in Alaska. He takes Ray and Scarlett on a tour of the steam castle and elaborate the facility entirely powered by the compressed gas in three devices called steam balls, one of which was the device sent to Ray. So Ray is armored or by both by the castle and his father's vision of using it to enlighten mankind, and quickly recruited to help complete the castle. He also begins developing a love-hate relationship with Scarlet, who has become attracted to him. While helping to finish the castle, Ray encounters Lloyd again, who was captured by O'Hara, who has escaped from his cell, is attempting to sabotage the castle. Revealing that the Foundation's true intentions for the exhibition is to sell weapons to Britain's enemies, Lloyd shows him the collection of weapons, and Ray struggles with the immoral dichotomy of being a scientist, of how to contribute the world without giving it into vanity, conveying his conflict towards his father and the conflict brewing between Edward and Lloyd. The two eventually reach core section of the castle and manage to pry away one of the steam balls before security surrounds them. Lloyd is shot by Alfred and recaptured, while Ray makes another elaborate escape with the ball. The next morning, the exhibition is underway and Ray is reunited with Robert Stevenson, who given him the ball and the knowledge he acquired a captivity. An assault on the castle is then met with a demonstration by the Foundation of its new steam-powered weapons, which turned the exhibition into a war zone. Ray becomes aware of his folly when Stevenson uses the ball to enhance his own company's battle tanks, which resemble the real-life Hornsby chain tractor of 1905, leading him to realize that he had no better intentions than the Foundation's. So speaking of which, Edward, eager to show the world the castle, enters the observation control room and the engineers to launch it, causing the structure to rise and shed its decorative outer shell, revealing a monstrous floating fortress. The steam generated by the structure's gigantic propulsion jets flooding the city and freezing everything in its path. Ray steals the ball again to create a makeshift rocket vehicle and attempts to gain entry as the British Royal Navy and Stevenson attempt to battle the floating fortress. Scarlet, who has since become worried about Ray, searching for him, but ends up lost in the depths of the castle before eventually finding her way to the control room. After defeating Jason, who flies a steam-powered flying machine, Ray makes entry as well. Lloyd, having escaped again, confronts Edward about his actions before shooting him with a stolen gun and having his body disappeared in a cloud of steam. So, with the castle steered off course from the battle, the structure has become unstable and threatens to explode over the city. Lloyd and Ray rush to redirect the castle over the Thames, defeating Alfred, who is controlling a pair of gigantic, however, of what you expect, construction claws in the process, for what we see in Steamboy. At the last minute, Edward, whose metal body installs the stolen steam ball, and makes his way to the control room to make a final escape with Scarlet on an emergency jetpack, while Edward and Lloyd halt the machine over the Thames and escapes as well. So the castle eventually detonates in a spectacular explosion, sparing the city of most of the destruction as well. And for the ending montage in Steamboy, however, the ending montage reveals Ray returning home and later become a global superhero, aka Steamboy, using the jetpack gear from the castle. His grandfather, Lloyd, introducing Ray to electricity and finally passing away. The Great War being fought with paratroopers and zeppelins. His father, Eddie, founding a corporate conglomerate, and Scarlet maturing and becoming a famous pilot. How this movie ends with the ending montage for this anime movie. The Japanese release of Steamboy features the voices of Suzuki, Minami Onishi, and Masane Tsukuyama. The United States release held in a limited number of U.S. theaters on March 18, 2005, and expanded to additional theaters on March 25th. Released in two formats, a subtitled release featured in a fewer cinemas, and an English dubbed version cut down by 15 minutes that featured the voices of Anna Paquin, Alfred Molina, who played Cesar in Ladyhawke and Dr. Octopus in Spider-Man 2, and Patrick Stewart, who is known for Star Trek II The Next Generation in this anime movie. Steamboy was distributed across Japan by Toho and English regions by Sony's Triumph Films subsidiary. The VHS and DVD was released in Japan on April 15, 2005, as well in Australia was June 22, 2005. The USA on July 26, 2005, and in the UK on March 26, 2006. Both the edited English and the original Japanese versions were made available on DVD, with the longer version being sold as the director's cut version. Most anime movies can be having director's cut in general, which is, it's just how it is what it is, I guess. The UK DVD Blu-ray combo version of the film is the original full-length version. However, it has been misprinted as the cut-down version of the film. The trailer and the DVD menu both make use of the song "Full Force" by John Powell on there. Steamboy was released in Japan on July 27, 2004, where it was distributed by Toho. The film was released in the United States by Triumph Films with an English-language dub on March 18, 2005. Prior to this, TriStar Pictures was going to release the movie. The film was released to home video with the original Japanese version with English subtitles. But in Japan, however, the film grossed about 1.16 billion yen, as it was to 26 million US dollars, making it the 18th highest grossing domestic film of 2004. The film was not a box office success in the United States, where it grossed about $468,000 and $867 in 2005, especially for anime movies such as Steamboy, because it was directed by Katsuhiro Otomo, who's known for his well-known work such as Akira. Steamboy was the 2004 recipient of Best Animated Feature Film at the Sitges Catalan International Film Festival. The film received overall positive reviews from critics. Stephen Hunter from the Washington Post states that the film never transcended its elaborate production work to achieve an independent reality. It's simply pictures of what could have happened, and as well. Well, this anime movie, Steamboy, it's just how it is what it is, because it became the most domestic, highest grossing, expensive anime movie when it was first released in Japan in 2004, because it grossed about 1.16 million yen, as it was to $26 billion in the US, especially for the the 18th highest grossing anime films that have gone expensive for the box office, especially for Katsuhiro Otomo's acclaimed highest grossing film, Steamboy, which is how it is what it is. So that's going to be it for my anime review on Steamboy. Thank you for watching, but before we go, here's my thoughts on Steamboy. Because when I first watched Steamboy, it became my second favorite Katsuhiro Otomo movie, because I have finally got my first impression about this film. Hope subscribe for content. My anime planet link in the description down below. You can share this video on your Twitter and Facebook if you have a Twitter and Facebook account, and all social media. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up by clicking on the like button on this video. Feel free to leave it in the comment section below. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, RoniK95. Feel free to join my channel, especially if you're new to my channel. Hit the notifications bell button. Be sure to get notified in your emails. And keep it otaku for this anime review on Steamboy. And I got one more thing for the next up. Stay tuned for my next anime review, starting with my new anime that I haven't reviewed, which is Space Dandy. Stay tuned for my next anime review on Space Dandy, because you won't want to miss another anime review.